back to another video, everyone. So today I'll be comparing 3 paintings I did of the first subject that you see here, which is a twisty tree. So you can see my 3 attempts here, and they do have different results. I had a similar intention with all of them, which is to highlight and accent the tree, but I think every single one came out a little bit differently, so let's get into it. So here you can see me show the first painting that I did. I really wanted to accent the tree leaves, the shadows, and just the shape of the tree by itself. And then I had some details at the back for the buildings, and overall the background, including the sky, is quite light in values. I also have a few details of the umbrellas and the cars in the background. So overall, to be honest, I wasn't super satisfied with this painting. There are a few things that I feel like were missed. If I show you the second painting that I did here, okay, so this one here, I'm pointing it closer to the camera so you can kind of compare them when they're a similar size. I wanted to try a smaller painting and really break down the values and the shapes a little bit more and turn it into kind of like more of a study. So I want to bring out the background, the dark blue sky here, just to accent it a little bit more and create a little bit more contrast with the buildings and the clouds. And yeah, so this is how this one turned out. I think it's definitely a lot more realistic compared to the first one. And it definitely has a cooler color tone as well. So let's see the third one. So here I'm bringing out the third one. And this one's quite different from the other two. So the first two, they're quite similar in terms of color, in terms of shape. This one, I wanted to make it a lot more loose, playful, use a limited color palette. And this is how this one turned out. So I'm actually quite happy with this. This is probably my favorite one out of the 3. Just because I've always, I want to always deviate from reality, but I always end up following it a little bit too close. So this one, I think I really broke out of the shell a little bit more. And I like the color mixes that I did as well. The values are similar to the second painting, where I made the sky a little bit darker. But yeah, overall, each of the 3 paintings have their own different vibes, and that's why I think you should definitely paint the same picture or the same subject multiple times, because each time you do it, you get a different feel for how you want to change things. You understand the shape of the subject better and where you want to place your values in compositions and colors a lot more. So it's definitely a fun experiment, and number 3 is definitely my favorite here. The picture of the tree was taken back when I was an intern in Miami, Florida. So since I'm back near Toronto now, why don't we go walk around downtown and take a little quick break from all this painting. Alright, so this is a speed paint of painting number 2, the smaller version of the 3 paintings that has a little bit more of the green and more realistic tone. I wanted to film a speed paint of the third one as well, the one with the interesting colors, but unfortunately my phone was running out of battery at that point and I could not charge and film at the same time. I'm also not painting at home, so this is why I had to unfortunately sacrifice the third painting's speed paint. But I do enjoy seeing how this one turned out in the process video. I really like how I did the tree branches here. Same thing with painting number 3, the blue version. That one was actually the fastest, where it only took me about 15 minutes to paint, versus the speed paint that you're watching now. This one took me about an hour, I would say, an hour to an hour and a half. So despite the extra time spent on this painting, sometimes it is your fastest creation that you like the most. And also, I guess by the third time you're painting the same subject, you also get faster at it because you know where you want to place the values, the shape, and you're just a lot more familiar with it. So I think it's a great exercise to paint things multiple times. So yeah, there you go. That is just me adding a few more details here to touch it up, and definitely has a little bit more of that realistic look to it. So yeah, these are all 3 paintings together again. If you're still here watching the video, a big thank you for sticking around and listening to all my rambles. I will catch you guys all in the next one. Take care and bye!